Hey guys, it's Toni, and I know that I said I'd do wedding requests up until the end of March, but I've been getting tons of requests to do wedding DIYs, so I will try to keep slipping these in between my other home projects. Luz sent me a photo a while back of this beautiful ostrich feather display and wanted to know if I could recreate it lights and all. So I want to show you how I created a similar look using mostly Dollar Tree pieces. Now, of course, for this project, the first thing I did was look for ostrich feathers. I found some at Michael's, and they were really expensive. For one large 16-inch feather, it cost almost $12. If you do go online, you can find ostrich feathers and order them in bulk, like 100, and get them for less than $1 each. But if you're just creating one centerpiece or a couple of them, I want to show you the least expensive way. So I'm going to try to use all Dollar Tree pieces. For this project, I started first with one of my bling wedding centerpieces. And you can click on a link in the top right to see how I created these. I'm using about 5 long stem floral pieces that I got from Dollar Tree. 5 white feather boas, also from Dollar Tree, and a couple of push lights from Dollar Tree. I'm also adding the gemstone crystal beads that I had left over from my last project, and I ordered these online at shopwildthings.com. And I'm using a hot glue gun. Okay, so like I mentioned, I'm starting with my glass bling piece, and I created this using all Dollar Tree pieces. 2 cylinders and a candlestick holder with diamond wrap. And since I had these crystal gemstone beads left over from my last project, I'm going to use these to drape around my glass piece. But if you wanted to use all Dollar Tree pieces, you could use a silver beaded necklace and attach a marble to the bottom of it, like I did for my Dollar Tree chandelier. But anyway, I'm going to measure and cut a few pieces of the crystal beads. I'm going to cut 8 long pieces and 8 shorter pieces. I cut these so that there's a little bead at the top, and I'm putting some hot glue in between the big bead and the little bead, and I'm holding that down onto the lip of the glass. I'm going to hold it for about 30 seconds so that the little bead hangs over the lip. I'm hot gluing the 8 long pieces evenly around, and then I'll hot glue the short pieces. Or what you could do is take a piece of wire and wrap it around the little bead and make a little hook, and you can just hook the beads onto the lip of the piece if you don't want to hot glue them. But to make this go a little faster, I'm going to hot glue all of them. After gluing the smaller pieces in between the large pieces to alternate them, I am now going to make my large feather. Using my Dollar Tree floral pieces, I'm just going to take all the little flowers off because I want to use the stick as a base for the feathers. I put hot glue on the front side of the stem, and I'm just sort of pressing the boa against it. Then I'm going to turn that over and put some hot glue on the other side of the stem and just sort of press the feathers together to hide the stem on the opposite side. And I'm adding the boa to all the branches on each of these pieces. Now I have a really big feathery piece with feathery arms that's twice as big as the ostrich feather for just $2. I'm going to make 5 of these for this display, and all 5 pieces will cost less than that one feather that I found at Michael's. Before I make the arrangement, I'm going to drop a small white push light inside the vase. I'm bunching the feathered pieces together, and I'm going to put a rubber band around the bottom of it near where the mouth of the vase will be. You can use the stems from the feather to tap the light on. And I would buy a couple of extra feather boas to put inside the vase to cover up the light and the stems. You could wrap a bow around the part where the feathered pieces gather, just so that you have some cushion around the mouth of the vase so that it won't wobble around, and just tuck that in. Or you could roll up a paper towel and wrap that around the neck to keep it snug in place. Since the pieces are bendable, you can position and arrange them just the way you like. You can also fill the bottom cylinder with some feathers and a tap light to give it some dramatic lighting. So you could still have that same dramatic, feathery Hollywood wedding without spending a lot of money by creating it yourself. Follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Snapchat at Your Hustle Home and Your Hustle Home TV for daily home, food, and gardening tips.